Welcome everyone back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. My name is DFree, and here today we are going to go ahead and talk about the potential, hear me, potential SSB Gogeta slash BROLY movie campaign delay. Hope you guys enjoy. Hit subscribe if you're new for more content. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about all of this, because, you know, as it pertains like to global, right? JP should be fine. They've already announced it. But of course, a lot of people have noted that global hasn't announced it or anything like that. And sometimes they take a couple of days later to get on the same page, and, you know, they take a couple of days to put their announcements in games for this type of stuff. And that's fine. Right, so there could be a situation where tonight, tomorrow night, we hear something about this, but there also is a very real possibility that Global is in a position where maybe they don't get the same stuff as JP at the exact same time. Now, per normal, I always mention, hey, take the stuff with a grain of salt, because we have data miners and nothing is official until you hear it or see it in game, right? You hear it directly from Bandai. Nothing is official, right? So it's all just pretty much conjecture, or people that have dug into some dates and times and stuff like that and found out information about what Bandai will be doing as far as events are concerned. So the reason why this is important is because the community for a long time has thought that both versions will get this at the same time, mainly due to the fact that a few of the French data miners were saying that this is a very strong possibility, and they had very good confidence, I would say, as it pertains to that being a thing where both versions get it at the same time, and it's supposed to be something that just was a celebration on both versions, again, at the same time. That would also be backed up by the fact that a lot of times they really don't care about spoilers. They don't care about that type of stuff when it comes to the global version of the game. They've spoiled too many things by releasing units way ahead of, for example, their airing in the anime. For example, SSB Vegeta, Jiren probably too, like UI Goku, SSB KK, like all these different things. They don't care at all, literally at all, about spoilers. And with the way that the characters for the upcoming movie are being flaunted, trust me, they don't care. So that's not the reason why. But at the same time, you have to kind of consider it from this perspective too, that Legends, while Legends is a game that has no delay between its Japanese or English counterpart or global counterpart for every other language, Dokkan actually does. But for that, you know, for that point, Legends did actually announce it. They have their campaign, their login bonuses, and everything already going on. We've even seen a sneak peek at what Broly will look like, and presumably characters like SSB Gogeta will be coming alongside him too, because why not, right? So Dokkan Global in particular is in this weird spot where pretty much every single other form of Dragon Ball media except for Dokkan Global literally has done a promo for this stuff. And I'm going to talk about why like it could potentially be delayed in just a moment. I know I'm ranting and going on a tangent, but hear me out. So we have Xenoverse. I guess Fighters doesn't count, whatever. Maybe they'll get one, maybe not, but very few, you know, primary sources of Dragon Ball media, and whether you consider these gacha games that or not, it can't be denied that they are some of the biggest revenue streams that Bandai has in an affiliation to Dragon Ball right now. So like everything for the most part has done a trailer or some sort of hey, this is coming type deal, except for Global. Now, right now, when we look at the thank you celebration, you see that right now, a lot of this stuff is going to be ending around the, you know, first week and a half to second week of December. So the current Dokkan Festival is until the 8th. They just started the Gohan, EZA about last week. So that's another thing that's going on right now. His banner is going to be here until the 18th, but that's inconsequential to the main content of the game. SBR, of course, will be here daily, it seems like. And also, since the Girl Power banner is coming out, the category SBR stage is coming as well. So there's another thing we're going to talk about in a moment. But if you take a look here, the Bardock banner is long gone from part 1. They do not have anything else planned. So really, what comes down to is, hey, it looks like they lined this all up to be in affiliation with the release of the Japanese airing of Broly, which is literally in a week and a half or so, on the 14th. So literally 10 days from now. So it seemed like they were lining up perfectly for that with the way that the celebration was going. But it turns out they are actually taking a different turn. So per normal, you guys know that these characters were going to come out, the Chi-Chi and Bulla, for that Girl Power banner. That was on the list. Category Super Battle Road is coming, and it is bringing alongside it this Goku. So there's that too. Where's his background? Hello? Oh, I just was struggling to load, I guess? I don't know. Anyways, it's going to bring that Goku. Also, we do see here that we're getting LR Trunks, right? And presumably Cell should be the next Easy A now that finally Gohan is coming into the game. So they've done this weird thing with Gohan in particular, where he's been heavily delayed, and they've done things in different orders. Gohan and Cell's EZA should have come quite a while ago. We're going to take a look at the list of summons on JP just for reference as far as like the order. And of course, there's not, Global is its own entity. They try really hard to make it its own thing, switching banner units sometimes, releasing stuff in different orders, the whole Pilaf's Trove stuff, like all that stuff, right? So I don't want to treat it like it's a JP clone, but they do sometimes do stuff just in weird orders. So if we take a look back, this is the Bardock banner, his introduction banner, SSB Vegeta's banner, and we go even further back, UI Goku Jiren, and I think this is about where I can stop going backwards. Yeah, so this is where I can stop going backwards, and then we come up here, and we scroll up, we see SSBE, we see LR Bardock coming out, and then after that, here's Future Gohan, right here, directly after, and you know what? I say he's delayed, but he's really not too delayed based on the amount of time between these versions of the game. Typically, the content is released 4 to 6 months later, but the reason why he really got delayed, though, was because they transitioned into doing a couple of celebrations. They did the whole the LR Goku and Frieza stuff, and I believe also the Goku Frieza Dual Dokkan festivals. Then immediately after that, Global transitioned into doing the Fighters collaboration, a crossover, and all that stuff, and they just got way out of line with that. And then they were like, oh, hey, let's backtrack. We still need to kind of proceed with what we're going to do. Hey, we're moving into the holiday period. Is Gohan hype enough or not? Oh, let's just drop Full Power Goku and the thank you banner and the thank you celebration and all this stuff, and Easy A Gohan, and let's backtrack and finally come out with this Gohan here. So he's they do stuff in a weird order. So I don't know, man, but I do want to point out that the the Gohan banner does go live on the 11th, right? So a week from today, I believe, or so, pretty much. But anyways, it goes up next week, and typically, let's go back to the thank you, not thank you, but to the, there we go. We're gonna go to this, and I wanted to see how long these Dokkan festivals typically last. It's typically a couple of weeks. See, yeah, right here, it's typically a couple of weeks. So, long story short, what's gonna wind up happening with this Gohan is he's going to be here throughout the span of the movie, and unless they decide that they want to drop something at the same time and have 2 Dokkan Fests going at once, this guy is going to pretty much push us, all the way through to the final third of the month, really, about the 21st or 5th or something like that, right around Christmas area. And they're going to drop a Christmas banner. Now, speaking of Christmas banners, the last thing I want to show you guys on the timeline is if we go to global summons and we go all the way back literally a year ago, right? Literally a year ago, we have to go back. So we're going to do that. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Typically, a lot of times I have this stuff open beforehand, but I kind of just remember this literally just now. But what happened last year was Global went ahead and they brought out a character, and then immediately thereafter decided to drop that thank you banner. And I believe that was UI Goku's introductory banner, and it's been that long, right? So there's UI Goku's return 6 months later, probably came back in the middle, not sure. Scrolling a little bit further, we're almost there. We're in April, and there's the Kefla banner. It doesn't seem like this stuff was that long ago, does it? So we are in January, and it should be like right about, yeah, there we go. So right here, this is December of last year. We dropped the 2/120 Dual Dokkan Festival units, and then after that, we actually get Gotenks. So Gotenks came out. So it's only showing the end times unless it'll load it up here, but I guess it's having trouble loading these things. We're going to try to open this in a new tab to see if it does that. But again, this banner ended on the 10th of December, right? So that's literally right after Gohan actually comes out for relevance. And I'm assuming that the Gotenks here actually went live literally right after that other banner ended. So Gotenks ended 2 days after Christmas. But in the meantime, we did also have this stuff go up as well. So Goku did drop on the game as well, pretty much at the same time. So there is, long story short, the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because, wow, Girl Power banner came out a year ago, and it's back again a year later, literally. Okay, anyways, I wanted to bring that up because there's a scenario where they do something similar, right? They do something exactly similar, and they wind up dropping another banner right around Christmas that could or could not be, who knows, part of the celebration for the movie for the people that have been wondering or waiting about it. But realistically, at the latest, Global should get this stuff, you know, mid-January at the latest, right? When the movie does air worldwide outside of Japan, it should, you know, you should see the stuff that you're looking for about then. So for the people that have been saving, right, you have to stay strong for, you know, presumably it was looking like a couple of weeks. JP, it is a couple of weeks. Global might be a couple of weeks in a month. We'll see what happens. And of course, you're gonna maybe get a new unit around Christmas. I'm not sure which one. There's a few that they haven't dropped yet. And if I recall correctly, this Gohan was kind of delayed around this time area too, right? I think that they did him in a weird spot. But nonetheless, it's interesting that both last year and this year all together are centered around a Gohan unit that's kind of misplaced, not super hype, things like that. It kind of speaks to Gohan in this game. But thank you all for tuning in. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Huge shout out to the Trunks here. I'm excited about him coming to Global, and of course, he should have the campaign alongside him. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch all of you guys in the next one. Take it easy, everybody.